Welcome to the Dentaline Economics series. Today's video will be on topic 1.1.1, what is economics? To start off with, economics is actually a new discipline about 2 centuries in development, but the topics covered in this course can be dated back all the way to the beginning of human development. We will first begin with a few definitions that we have came up with for this discipline. Economics is the study of how societies use scarce resources needed for production of goods and services to fulfill the unlimited needs and wants of the population, and how to distribute them effectively. In simpler words, we have came up with 2 bullet points. Firstly, it is the problem of scarcity and the needs for entities to interact and make choices. And secondly, it is the interdependent economic agents and their achievement of the economic well-being in a changing world. So, in the basis of these 2 definitions, it leads us to 9 important concepts that we explore in the topic or the course of economics. The concepts include scarcity, choice, efficiency, equity, economic well-being, sustainability, change, interdependence, and intervention. As you have noticed, these 9 concepts are embedded into the definition, and some of them that are not are actually included within the 6 issues that are explored. The 6 issues thus includes choice making, market failures, economic variation, government policies, uneven economic development, as well as winners and losers of economic integration. So, with the 9 concepts and 6 main issues in mind, we'll take a deeper look at what economic really is. There is a social nature to economics. In other words, economics is a social science. But why do we call it a social science? First, let's to start out with social, because it deals with human society, interdependence, and behaviors in communities. And the science aspect, and it's because it uses scientific methods to explain and predict economic events and outcomes. So coming together, people can't have everything that they desire. So this is when economics steps in. Beyond that, economics propose a hypothesis about certain variables and observe data for patterns. So these are what constitutes for it to be a social science. Also, there is subjectivity to economics because social sciences often cope with human behavior, and this is unique and inconsistent. In other words, there are uncertainty in economic life. There are many issues that are dependent on opinion, and there can be multiple and ambiguous answers. So that's why we encourage everyone to stay open to multiple answers. Lastly, we'll look at 2 different economics, micro and macroeconomics. So what is the difference between micro and macroeconomics? Microeconomics is the behavior of individual economic agents, for instance, households and firms, and it studies to investigate how they make decisions. So, how consumers decide which goods and services to purchase will depend on their performances and their income. How firms decide what to produce and what combination of resources to use will depend on profit maximization. These are just examples of what microeconomics explores. Macroeconomics, on the other hand, studies economy as a whole. It is the aggregation of the economy and the country's fundamental economic goals. So, how production of all goods and services constitutes as part of the total expenditure on goods and services by consumer groups. or how governments try to achieve their economic goals and how effective policies are. So the both of them deals with the scarcity and choices that different entities make. However, they look at them from a different scope and different picture. And that's basically what 1.1.1 covers. So that's all from Dandelion today. If you have any questions, please comment below. And if you would like to stay tuned for further videos, please click subscribe. See you next time.